Hello everyone, I'm Bearadactyl and welcome back to The Long Dark. Now as you recall, and me, from the last episode,
any good to eat.
we have started a new chapter. Why can't I grab what's in there? We go. We have saved a man from being mauled by my kind, which is, as far as I'm concerned, a he problem, not a me one. And we're about to go into the wilderness and, well, we're just going to continue the story. Sorry, lost for words. I have, bulk recorded a lot of videos. It's late. I'm mildly tired. That will not stop me. Unfortunately... Wait, have I? No, I have not lost all what I had. Okay, never mind. For a second, I was concerned that I actually lost all my stuff and I was starting brand new. But it appears as though I am not. Though I only have 8 pounds to carry my gear with. I think I did put some stuff in the locker. Yes, I did. Need the feather, don't need the lichen. Don't need the more than one can. Definitely don't need the second storm lantern. Got plenty of lantern fuel. Yeah. Got all my ammo. You know, I forget that the ammo actually weighs something. And now I have gun. The flare's nice to have, but since I actually have a gun, I don't need as much ammo. As much as I like the bed, I don't think I've used the bedroll yet. I'm going to regret doing this, but I'm going to store the bedroll. Alright. And I have gun. Wait. Let me, do I have ammo? I swear, did I have ammo? Yes, I've got 2 bullets. Okay. Well. Into nature I go.
Key to getting out of here.
Okay, I do have 2 bullets.
Die on me.
Yeah, hopefully he does not die on us. Search the bin. I will take the rifle cartridge. Lantern fuel I'm going to keep here. I don't necessarily need it. Add the extra shot. Okay. I am going to keep my gun at the ready. Because I'm going to annihilate anything in my path. I hope that I don't run into many wolves, but I will be shooting wolves on sight. Let's see. Get to the dam. Okay. There is a wolf in the dam. I'm like 99% sure there is a wolf in the dam. From the playthroughs I've done in survival mode, which I know is a little different from this, I am certain that there is something in the dam. Speaking of, where the hell is the dam? Whatever, I am definitely regretting not having my bedroll now, but yeah. I have been a worse situation in this game. I am warm. I have lost my bonus for having eaten for 3 days. Which I guess is fine. I started a new chapter, but I wish those bonuses rolled over. Because, you know, nothing's really changed. Instead of taking care of an old lady, I'm taking care of an old man now. I'm not... The lack of path is kind of concerning. I should have probably brought the bedroll. And you know the phrase, in for a penny, Out with my life. I think this is the right way. That's a train tunnel. I should probably turn around. A lot more open space here than I'm used to in this game, so I feel like this is going to be more of a survivalist episode. The good news is my temperature is, like, doing wonderfully. Why does walking up a slope hurt my ankles? Like, don't get me wrong. I understand the point behind it. But as someone who has been in the wilderness and climbed many a hill, even in the snow, the risk of hurting yourself is relatively low if you know how to step. And I hope Chad McKenzie, the person who runs rescue operations, knows how to not break his ankles by walking. I apologize for repeatedly selecting the map, but I gotta know where I'm going. I don't know this land as much as I'd like, but I've got 3 bullets. Ideally, I don't need to use them, but I'm going to if I got to. And I am going to have some wolfskin rugs if I have my way. The deadfall area, whatever that means. Guessing this was part of a logging operation. At least that's my guess. I've been wrong before in this game. It's like a little midway point. Probably should have brought that bedroll. That's a wolf. One thing about the wolves that's kind of good now, though, is if I kill them, I do directly benefit. Because, well, a dead wolf is food in Chad McKenzie's belly. Do require a little bit of FPS skill to be able to aim and shoot, but as some people who are on my channel know, that is not an issue at all. Hi, Wolfie. You keep to yourself, I'll keep to mine. Sound good? Do we have an accord? Apparently we do not. Come on. And gone. Oh, that was cathartic. I'm just going to take as much meat as I can. Let's see. I'm not going to carve the whole thing. I'm just going to take the 30 minutes to grab 5 pounds of meat. Since I have limited inventory space, I'd rather be safe. God, that was a good call with the blizzard. So yeah. Dear wolves, the boot is now in the other ass. I would say that in a Duke Nukem voice, but hot take, Duke Nukem is problematic in this day and age. Technically was at the time, it was just during a time where gaming culture was a little bit different. Not necessarily a good different, but it was different. Yeah, hot takes. I would say at me, but I'm pretty sure I have had a lot hotter takes than that before. Especially on this. Is that just... Oh, no. Just lights. Okay. Okay, here we go. I keep hesitating to left click to open things, because, like... I feel like I'm going to accidentally fire my rifle since I'm inside. I don't necessarily need my rifle.
Excellent.
I will take the soda. Mittens. Instructional guide on how to fish. Oh, baby. This will be, I'm going to call this Camp McKenzie. Heart notes. Due to unusually cold weather this year, we're shutting down Mystery Lake Provincial Park a little earlier than usual. Make sure all the campers are packed up and ready to bug out by rail truck. Anyone left behind will have to get out on foot. Not a nice prospect. As per usual procedure, lock up all lake cabins and make sure all provisions are stored in bear-proof containers. That container was not very bear-proof. And please take the flag down this year. We had to replace it after last winter. The winds just tear it to shreds. After you're finished closing down the camp, make sure to check in at the Forestry Service lookout as requested. Apparently those guys think someone's been using their lookout to store hunting gear. And drying old animal skins? Man, I don't envy you. I don't envy you that backwater posting. Sorry, that's awkward to say. Great Bear has sure gone downhill since the quakes. How long in the future? Or how far ahead in the future are we from all that? Yep, radio's still dead. Don't know how that would change, but you know. See, this gives us an idea of the time period we're in. Stack of papers. Chair. Wait a minute. Cooking pot, chair. Rifle ammunition. I am glad I check everything. New beef jerky. Stale beef jerky. These guys sure like the beef jerky. A key. Which the jerky is just perfect. Food. I'm going to... I'll save the soda for the mornings. I still like the jerky. I got plenty of water to drink. It's not an issue. If I run out of water, I'll just go find a toilet. Oops. Salted crackers. Don't mind if I do. But, use. I am going to load this thing with all the rounds I can. And I don't lose a single... Oh, that is beautiful. Especially since I now know what kind of rifle it is. One of the most reliable rifles mankind has ever made. And even though I am anti-gun, I do know a fair bit about guns. I won't get into that.
I think I can use this.
Because, ooh, fishing tackle. Oh, baby. Give me that good stuff. Cloth. Search drawer. I'm just full of hot takes today, aren't I? Oh, well. I feel like people having issues with me being for and against things without explanation, that's a them problem. Because you gotta probably actually get the reasoning and understand before jumping to a conclusion. Anyway, I am very pleased that this has been a very fruitful endeavor. Anything else I can make? Nope. Wish I had the toolbox so I could repair the axe, but, well, bridges burning, all that good stuff. That's just regular cloth. Table. Let's see. Drawer. I'm not going back out for a while because of the winter storm.
What are we here?
I'll probably repair that underwear. Don't need sport socks. Don't need sock cans. Trail boots. There's a lot of nice to have things. Mystery Lake area. Oh my god. Yeah, since I'm pressed for time, I'm not going to read this episode. I think I'm going to dedicate next episode to sitting down and loring.
Food or...
Yes, it's food. It's a granola bar. Have you never seen a granola bar, Mackenzie? I've seen a granola bar. Do need wood. Ooh, trash can. Let me embrace my raccoon side, I guess. I am going to take the papers because I'm about to start a fire. Ooh, a trunk. And a bedroll.
I could use this.
Cargo pants. Don't necessarily need them. Still relatively light. This will be the new base of operations, though. Because there's just so much stuff here. Alright, let's get to making wood. That's it. Takes 2 hours. I'll break it down. Alright. Now, this is an area of the game that I'm probably already going to know quite a bit about. Because, as I said before, this is the area I played in the beta in. Lamp oil, wood. Surely to God, the 90% chance actually works. That's what I thought.
That should help warm things up.
Yes, it should. Add fuel, and add fuel. Take it. There was a cooking pot downstairs. Since this is going to be the new base, I'm going to keep it on the stove perpetually. Cooking pot. Cool. As for wood, there's plenty of chairs and stuff here to break down, so I'm good. This is a very nice start. So, cook. Let's see. Pork and beans. Cooking pot. Cook. Let's see. Cook. Leave it. Cook. Wolf meat. Cool. Pass time until ready. Wolf meat cooked. Take it. Take it. Cook. Raw wolf meat. Got 46 minutes left. Need a little bit of wood. 8 minutes? Yeah, sure. That's 16, so I should still have some up. Cool. Add fuel. Boop. And boop. Pass time till ready. Alright. I'm good on the meat situation. So remember in one of the first episodes that I made how I said I'm gonna live off of wolf meat? That was not a joke. That was the furthest thing from a damn joke. I'm going to go ahead and grab that, put it in my inventory. I don't know why I didn't in the first place. I'm low on water and food, so I guess I'm going to put some of this wolf meat to good use. It's not the best calorie-wise, but it's still more calorie-dense than a lot of the stuff that I have. You know? And it's better to have the calorie bombs than something not. Not done yet? Cool. Drink it. Drink my mushroom tea. I say that like it's weird. But it's not. Melt snow. Water. I've got 39 minutes remaining. So, cook. Guess I'll pass time till ready. Add fuel. I am low on fuel. And it is pitch dark here. Take it. Huh. Low on fuel. Okay. You know what? I will just create another fire in the morning. Bed. I will go to bed for 12 hours. And I will be good to go. I remember actually being at one point in the game where I was overheating forever ago. Which, like, blew my damn mind. Yeah, I figured I'd be thirsty. Good thing I got all that water now, though, ain't it? Yeah. And, well, I guess I'm gonna eat Wolfie Boy. For having the audacity to try and murder me. I'm a little low on hatchet durability, but that's fine. This is more of a getting started type of deal, so that's a whatever. Fire, lamp oil, we got plenty of that. And pastime. Take it. Cool. Cook. What do I got to cook? Let's see, 110. 110. Oh. Fire already. Okay. Oh, it's because I don't have tinder. Oops. I need tinder. Well, that's no biggie. I am literally in a cabin surrounded by newspaper. So, I'm out of accelerant, but that ain't a big deal. Not having tinder does suck, but not the end of the world. Starting the fire doesn't take long enough to matter. And, yeah, I think overall we're in pretty good shape.
Damn it.
Oh, would you look at that failure. Must start again, and if necessary, I think I will fast forward. Ooh, herbal tea. To get... Yeah, I'm going to have to fast forward, given, I gotta go downstairs to get tinder. So, yeah. Be right back. I'm going to try and start a fire. Okay, I got the fire started. Gonna have to blur something out because the piece of software I use insists on having pop-ups that I cannot disable and am irritated with. And unprompted pop-ups while I am not in the active piece of software, in my opinion, are unwarranted, period. Not gonna get into a tech rant, but yeah. Anywho, I learned books are good for starting fires. And I'm just going to store crap in the trunk. Much as I do not condone book burning and said I would not in the earlier episode, I don't have much of a choice, I feel like, at this point. Don't need the extra lines yet. Doo-doo. I'm going to store the crackers. Because again, the meat is fine for now. Transfer that. I guess I'll transfer that since I have the beef jerky. I've got the extra thermal underwear in case. I've got the fleece mittens that I do not need. Don't need the cargo pants because I'm already wearing pants. Everything's above 70%. So that's good shape. Gonna store the purification tablets. I don't really need them yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep them stored just in case. And I'm gonna store all my wood. Back. Don't know what that was about. Because it would not let me store everything else. Matches. These do weigh quite a bit. So I'll go ahead and transfer those. Transfer those, and I'll transfer those. Magnifying lens I'll keep just in case. Don't necessarily need it immediately, but it'll be good to have. Drink it. Yes. And I'll drink a soda to top everything else the rest off. Cool. Middle of the afternoon. And yeah, I guess we'll go back out. My computer has been installed a new fan recently, and it's been so quiet, it's been delightful. Alright. That's a problem. Alright, so I gotta get to the dam. So I guess I'll go here and go toward the watchtower, because I would rather avoid wolves while I can, as opposed to having to kill them all. Let me see. I'll go to the watchtower. Then from there, we'll go to the dam. And I might speed it up, we'll see. Wow, that watchtower is actually quite high. I can see the watchtower. Might be nice to be able to get to it at least. But either way, I am warm, fed, and hydrated. Have you all hydrated yourselves lately? Some of you feeling depressed? If not, good. If so, well, still try and take care of yourself, depressed or not. Because even though your brain is sick, that doesn't mean your body has to be sick along with it. And sometimes little things like staying hydrated can go a long way. Been there, dealt with it, and I said I was going to go to the watchtower, but now I'm going to the train carts. But yeah, it's been a rough winter for me, and I know it's probably been for a lot of other people. Probably even more so with the whole COVID thing. And other things going on in the world. But remember, try and take care of yourselves. Much as I'd like to say just take care of yourself, I know sometimes it's a lot harder done than said, or easier said than done. As well. Sometimes life happens, and sometimes your brain decides to be your brain. Derailment. Can I actually get inside? Okay, I guess I can. And there's nothing. Guess it might be good emergency wind protection. Let's, no, still close. Okay, never mind. Watchtower it is. However I get to it, I have no... There's a few ways I can get to it. I guess I'm gonna have to... Maybe I can weasel in through this tree here. We'll see. Yeah, probably not fast forwarding after all the talk because, well, I don't know. Whole point of this channel again is to be chill. Sometimes a nice walk through the wilderness with your friends is nice and chill. I like the rippling of the trees. Oh, there's a blizzard kicking up, isn't there? Okay, Mackenzie. There we go. Cool. I'm glad I drank the coffee. Because, good lord. You're good, Mackenzie. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I've got 13 pounds, and I'll get an extra 10 in the next day or two. You know, given the bonuses for being wolf fed and whatnot. Wish those bonuses persisted across chapters. That's what I'm trying to say. And these playthroughs might start being a little longer. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Kind of enjoy having the shorter episodes for the series. Now that my audio issues have all been pretty much solved. Those have been plaguing the series for a long time. Don't know why this is the series where they decide to crop up when they do. But with my new audio setup, ideally there shouldn't be an issue ever again with it. Short of catastrophic failure. Even though I know my audio is not like the best. Also not the worst. I got a decent mic. Don't know why I'm just kind of going on with that, but I am. Knock knock, any furry bastards up here want to get shot? Because I'll do it. That was me going quiet because I thought I heard a wolf. But this stuff was just creaking in a way that sounded a bit like a wolf. By the way, this is a nice point of reference for everything. Man, that flag is so janky. I know it's probably been bluntly said, but it's good to know where we are. Canada. Okay. Close the door. And let's see what I found.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
Oh, sweet. Accelerant, I will take that. Wood matches, I will take those. Look, I will take that now that I know the value of it. Trail boots. It's going to be hard to beat the boots that I have. Worn thermal underwear. Cool. Wool socks. Cool. Beef jerky. Cool. Illegible note. Oops. I just learned something. The text on the snow is largely unreadable. This message was meant for someone. Hopefully they were able to decipher it. Fortunately, there are a handful of recognizable landmarks and a bold arrow pointing to a large X. Huh, I didn't know I could move things. Cedar, some pork and beans. I don't need the cooking pot just yet. But, found somebody's, like, setup. So this is not ideal compared to, what I had. It's close enough, though, that it's a good survival school. Learn to fish. And there's that. Alright. Got a good lay of the land, know what I'm doing. And I've got a stove and everything up here. Alright, check the map. So the dam is where I want to go, so it's behind me. Right? Yeah, so the dam is in that direction. I'm going to step outside and take a peek. As the door moves me. Alright, there's another rail car along the way. Don't see anything else in us. So it looks like if I just follow the railroad, I should be good. Alright, I believe that is the camp place where I came from. Cool. So I'm not going to make this a permanent place because of how hard it is to get here. overall. Yeah, this is nice. Weird as it sounds, I think this game has gotten kind of comfy. I imagine that radio tower is going to have some importance later. Given the radio tower was mentioned, I got to get the equipment from the dam, I think. But either way, I think having explored, had a nice little chat, got some basic stuff done. Eventually, I think I will get more done in these episodes, but again, bulk recording, pressed for time and all that, and I apologize for that. I've been getting progress done in the other stuff I've recorded, though I do know that for sure. Either way, again, this is a good stopping point, I think. Then we'll pick back up either week after next or the following week, because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep doing those random off games that I find that don't fit other than one. They don't fit Fridays and so on. Yeah, I've rambled on enough. As always, thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying your stay, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps me out. YouTube might notice me. Blah, 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 blah. Typical spiel. That all aside, this is Bearadactyl signing off, and I'll see you all later.